White Spider is a digital marketing company, and we help retailers and retail suppliers create and manage the item pages. Currently, we're known as the best in the world at doing that.
Startup Junkie Consulting is an entrepreneurial support organization. We're a lot like McKinsey or KPMG, Ernst & Young. The difference is that everything we do in terms of management consulting and events is completely free to our clients.
RevUnit is a product development shop here in Northwest Arkansas. What that means is we build great software. Primarily, we do that for large enterprises that are looking to improve communication, productivity, engagement of the workforce.
The Walton College is a top 30 public business school in the United States. We're the third largest undergraduate program in the SEC. But what's really neat about the Walton College is our focus and what we're doing right now.
Northwest Arkansas is in a really good place regarding not only startup businesses, but young businesses, say 5, 7, 9 years. It's not only the presence that we have with Fortune 100 companies like Walmart, but also the incubation system that we have with the University of Arkansas. They're doing a great job. The Sam Walton School of Business has really added a depth of retail knowledge and supplier knowledge to that.
Colleges can't be separated from their environments. We have J.B. Hunt, ArcBest, FedEx Freight's not far away. But one thing that's really interesting about all of that is that we have some of the highest concentrations in the world of logistics and supply chain expertise. And our business school has started to become more integrated with the community, leveraging it both directions.
This whole thing started back in 2008 when I was a retained advisor for the Innovate Arkansas program. And at that point, it was just an ad hoc thing that I was doing when I was at the University of Arkansas. It became a big enough thing. I had to create a real business, had to grow a team, and it was needed in this area and statewide. We interact with probably 1,000 entrepreneurs a year across a team of 15 people. We run about 200 events a year. We've got probably 6,500 people that are on our distribution list that are paying attention. There's a lot of activity now in the startup scene.
Northwest Arkansas is an incredible place to start a business. I've been here for the last 10 years and decided to build a business here for a lot of reasons. One of those is you have more runway in Northwest Arkansas than you have in any other market. Runway is the lifeblood of any new startup.
So the mission of the Walton College is training our students to understand accounting and finance and marketing and leadership and management. And the students work on real products solving real-world problems.
So what comes out of that business culture is this environment. We're all a product of our own environment. Well, the businesses are also a product of their own environment. We're deeply rooted in a culture of people using business as a force for good. We take our resources that we have and use that to help our community thrive. The goal is to increase quality of life.
We have great resources. We have some of the best logistics minds in the world here. We have some of the best retail minds in the world. And we would love to have more of that involved in the community.
Northwest Arkansas has a higher concentration of people with logistics and supply chain expertise than probably anywhere in the world, because so much of what goes on in Northwest Arkansas requires that understanding. So if a startup were somehow in the area of supply chain or logistics, and say they were in Silicon Valley, being in Silicon Valley is great for technology and funding, but they should come to Northwest Arkansas where there are lots of customers. And there's a university here that wants to work with them.
This is a great place to cost effectively figure out how to get to market. We're trying to outreach to figure out how to bring this national level interest in non-coastal venture and startup to our area. So the biggest thing for the startups is don't get discouraged. There's people out there that want to help. And we can be a gateway and a connector to just about everything else that they need.
Here in Northwest Arkansas, it's just amazing the different levels of network programs and events that we have here. You can pretty much find anybody to help you with anything as long as you ask. It's just a matter of talking to that one person that might set you up with the next person, the next person. It may be 5 people from the original person that you talked to, but somebody is going to end up giving you the contact to the right person that's going to be able to help you.
Nobody could imagine that Fortune 500 companies would grow up in this place. If you were to project 10 to 15 years down the road, I'm hopeful that we're going to have scores of $100 million businesses that are growing on their own right, that are building potentially billion-dollar businesses on their own. I have every reason to believe that it's possible here. We've got the leadership and the people are aligned around this common goal, that it's important, and we need to make this area even greater than what it's been up to this point.
Northwest Arkansas, since I've been here, has more than doubled in size. And so the population's grown, the school's grown, but the composition of that growth has changed as well. When I got here in 1994, it wasn't easy to attract people to move here. But now we've got Crystal Bridges, we have the Razorback Greenway. It's convenient to do business here.
Heroes like a Cameron Smith and his team that have really helped build this infrastructure and environment that we're talking about. This place works like no other place I've ever seen in my life. People, profit, planet. That's what living in Northwest Arkansas is like. It's the best quality of life a person could hope for.